Hey, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throwing. Brissett. Ebron's got it. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Mack. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Brissett. He lets this one fly toward the back. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 37 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This throw complete to Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Connor, and some space here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. On 3rd down. Hines, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Play fake, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Brissett sets to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Marlon Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
second and 13. Brissett, they'll run the screen with Mack. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Brissett from the gun on third. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game time, this stage of the contest. Boy, that puts them in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. They'll run with Samuels, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back now in Pittsburgh. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. But now it's third and goal.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's second down. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 22. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On the counter, it's Connor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there. That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again? Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They'll start on the ground with Mack. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles. Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, 78 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them. Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Kid, there's 3 timeouts left, right? Think you got to use one here, don't you? No doubt about it. I'd use one right here. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a run with Mack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount.
The NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.